What if the most dangerous cancer in the world gave you warning signs, and you ignored every single one of them? Pancreatic cancer is called the silent killer, and for good reason. By the time most people find out they have it, it's already too late. But here's what most doctors won't tell you. Your body does send warning signs. They're just so subtle, so easy to dismiss, that most people brush them off as nothing. Today we're going through 8 warning signs that your pancreas may be in serious danger. Watch until the end, because sign number 6 is the one most people never connect to the pancreas. Welcome back to Body Alert, where we break down complex medical topics into simple, easy-to-understand information. The pancreas is a small organ, about 6 inches long, sitting quietly behind your stomach. Most people never think about it, but when something goes wrong with the pancreas, the consequences can be devastating. Pancreatic cancer has one of the lowest survival rates of any cancer, largely because it's caught so late. But early detection changes everything. So let's look at the 8 signs your body may already be sending you. Sign number 1, jaundice, yellowing of the skin and eyes. This is one of the most recognizable signs, and one of the earliest in pancreatic cancer. Here's why it happens. The pancreas sits right next to the bile duct, the tube that carries bile from your liver to your digestive system. When a tumor grows in the pancreas, it can press on this bile duct and block it. When bile gets blocked, it builds up in the bloodstream. The result? Your skin turns yellow, your eyes turn yellow, your urine turns dark brown, like the color of tea, and your stools become pale or clay-colored. If you notice any yellowing of your skin or eyes, even slightly, please see a doctor immediately. This is never normal and always needs investigation. Sign number 2, persistent pain in the abdomen or back. This is the most commonly reported symptom in pancreatic cancer patients, yet it's almost always misdiagnosed at first. The pain typically starts as a dull ache in the upper abdomen, just below the rib cage. But what makes pancreatic pain unique is that it often radiates to the middle of the back. People describe it as a deep, gnawing pain that gets worse after eating or when lying down flat. It often gets better when leaning forward, which is why some patients sleep sitting up without knowing why. If you have unexplained abdominal pain that keeps coming back, especially with back pain, don't assume it's just muscle strain or digestive issues. Get it checked. Sign number 3, sudden unexplained weight loss. We're not talking about weight loss from dieting or exercise. This is weight falling off without any change in lifestyle, and it happens fast. When the pancreas is affected by cancer, it stops producing enough digestive enzymes. Without these enzymes, your body can't properly break down and absorb nutrients from food, even if you're eating normally. The result is that your body literally starves at a cellular level, even when your stomach is full. Muscles waste away, fat disappears, energy drops dramatically. Losing more than 10 pounds without trying, especially combined with any other sign on this list, is a red flag that needs immediate medical attention. Sign number 4, sudden onset of diabetes with no family history. This one surprises most people, but the connection is very real. The pancreas produces insulin, the hormone that controls blood sugar. When a tumor grows inside the pancreas, it destroys the insulin-producing cells. The result is a sudden spike in blood sugar and a new diabetes diagnosis. What makes this a red flag is when diabetes appears suddenly in someone over 50, with no family history of the disease, no obesity, and no obvious risk factors. If you or someone you know was recently diagnosed with diabetes out of nowhere, especially later in life, it's worth asking your doctor to rule out pancreatic issues. Sign number 5, ongoing digestive problems. When the pancreas isn't working properly, digestion suffers badly. You might notice nausea that won't go away, vomiting after meals, a feeling of fullness after eating very little, bloating and gas that seems constant. But the most telling sign is changes in your stool. Stools may become oily, greasy, or float in the toilet, because your body can no longer absorb fat properly without pancreatic enzymes. These symptoms are easy to blame on IBS, food intolerance, or stress, but when they persist for weeks, especially alongside weight loss or pain, they deserve a proper medical evaluation. Sign number 6. Persistent itchy skin with no rash. This is the sign most people never connect to the pancreas, yet it can appear months before any other symptom. Here's what happens. When bile builds up in the bloodstream because the bile duct is blocked by a tumor, bile salts deposit under the skin. These bile salts cause intense, persistent itching all over the body with no visible rash. People scratch and find nothing there. They try antihistamines, lotions, creams. Nothing works because the problem isn't on the skin, it's coming from inside. If you have unexplained persistent itching that doesn't respond to any topical treatment, especially alongside any yellowing of the skin, please see a doctor. This combination is a serious warning sign. Sign number 7. Significant loss of appetite. Not just feeling less hungry occasionally. This is a deep, persistent loss of interest in food, where even the thought of eating becomes unappealing. Cancer cells consume enormous amounts of energy. They also release chemicals that interfere with hunger signals in the brain. The result is that the body simply stops wanting food, even when it desperately needs nutrition. Combined with the digestive problems and weight loss we already discussed, this creates a dangerous cycle where the body grows weaker and weaker. A loss of appetite that lasts more than 2 weeks, with no clear reason like stress, medication, or illness, should always be investigated by a doctor. Sign number 8. Unexplained blood clots. This is perhaps the most unexpected sign on this list. Pancreatic cancer is known to cause a condition called hypercoagulability, where the blood becomes more likely to clot than normal. Tumors release substances that activate the body's clotting system. The result can be deep vein thrombosis, a blood clot in the leg. You might notice swelling, redness, or warmth in one leg, or a pulmonary embolism, a clot in the lungs, causing sudden shortness of breath. In fact, some patients are diagnosed with pancreatic cancer only after being treated for an unexplained blood clot. The clot was the first sign. Any unexplained swelling in the leg, chest pain, or sudden shortness of breath needs emergency medical attention, always. So those are 8 warning signs that your pancreas may be in danger, signs that are easy to miss but critical to know. Let's do a quick recap. Yellowing of the skin or eyes, persistent abdominal or back pain, sudden unexplained weight loss, new onset diabetes, ongoing digestive problems, persistent itchy skin with no rash, loss of appetite, and unexplained blood clots. None of these symptoms alone means you have pancreatic cancer. Many of these signs have other explanations. But if you notice multiple symptoms together, or if anything persists for more than 2 weeks, please don't wait. See your doctor. Early detection saves lives. That's why we make these videos, so you stay informed, stay aware, and take action before it's too late. If this video helped you, please share it with someone you love. It could make all the difference. This video is for educational purposes only. I am not a doctor. Always consult a qualified medical professional for any health concerns. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you in the next one.